let's look at this integral. First, dx is inside, that means we're going right, increasing in the x direction. And these two should really be thought as x equals to 2y minus 4 to x equals to negative 2y plus 4. So you start from x equals to 2y minus 4 and you end at x equals to negative 2y plus 4. And usually it's hard to see what the graph is when you have x equals, so let's try to solve for y, okay? So this is going to be x minus 4 equals to negative 2y, divide by negative 2, so you get y equals to x minus 4 over negative 2, which is negative 1/2 x plus 2. Okay. So you do x over negative 2, which is negative 1/2, and negative 4 over negative 2, which is plus 2. Everyone knows that, right? You can do this. Okay. And that means you have the graph where y-intercept is 2, and the slope is negative 1/2, which is decreasing. So when you're at 2, you should be at 1. So that's the graph. Okay. On the other hand, you have y equals to 2y minus 4. No, x equals to 2y minus 4. So if you solve for y by adding 4 both sides and dividing by 2, that gives you 1/2 x plus 2. So you have this. That's the graph. And you're starting from this graph until that graph. So you're starting from here and we're ending there. So we're doing this. Okay? Now, all the while this is being done, what's the y value? It goes from negative 2 until here. So it's this big triangular region that you're doing. So that's the domain. When the question asks to sketch the domain, that's it. To do this more justice, you can plug in negative 2 to each one of these and figure out where they land. If I plug in negative 2 here, you get x equals to 8. So there's this point 8, and this point is 8 comma negative 2. And if I plug in negative 2 here, that's negative 8. So here's negative 8, and this point is negative 8 comma negative 2. Okay, so the region that this is being integrated over is this triangular region whose vertices are at 0, 2, negative 8, negative 2, and 8, negative 2. Okay? All right. Now, how do we change the order of integration? Putting dy dx means you're trying to paint the same region going up, right? Having dy inside means you're trying to paint this region going up. That means you need to figure out the equation for this line. What's the equation for this bottom line?
Y equals negative 2.
Yeah, it's a horizontal line. Horizontal lines have equation y equals a number, right? So y equals to negative 2 is the equation for this bottom one. And you start from here and you end up there. But wait, notice another thing. There's this and there's this. So between x from negative 8 to 0, you're using this as the top order, right? Between 0 through 8, you're using this one as the top order. Which means when you change the order of integration for this one, you end up having to use 2 intervals, okay? Which in most cases is more annoying, but that's how it is. Sometimes that happens. When you change the order of integration, sometimes you might have to use 2 intervals, not a single one. Okay, so let's try that. It's going to be, that's going to give you first one between negative 8 to 0. Y starts from y equals to negative 2. And what's the equation for this one?
1/2 x plus 2.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I was hoping somebody says this. This will be wrong, right? Because what you're writing down here would be y equals. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so y equals 1/2 x plus 2. That's very good. Okay. And then you have f of xy, dy dx. But then you have to put plus 0 to 8. For x between 0 to 8, y should go from -2 until what? Over here, what's this equation? Y equals
Negative 1/2 x
plus
plus 2.
2, yes. Negative 1/2 x plus 2, fxy, dy dx. Okay, so that's the correct answer.